What is up, people? Video Game XD, and welcome to Video Game XD Reviews. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Legends Flashback from ATGames. ATGames? Yeah, they have a kind of a bad reputation, but I'm going to tell you all about this. It comes with 50 built-in games. As you can see here is the box. On the front, you got Mega Man, Street Fighter, Burger Time. This is basically an arcade emulator. And up here, it's got all the companies: Namco, Capcom, Data East, one of my favorites, Acclaim, and what is this? Oh, Tetris. And down here, it actually says you get 2 wired controllers, 720p HD high definition, which is the selling point, because everything nowadays should be high def. Save and resume games, so you can save and resume where you left off. Save states. Rewind games, you can actually rewind the game. Like, say you're in the middle of a game, you screw up, you can actually rewind and start back over. That's cheating, but nowadays it's a cool feature. Yeah, I think the box is very cool. I got this for $20, but on eBay it goes for around $25 to $30, or you can find it cheaper like me and strike a deal with someone, which is awesome. When this first came out, though, I believe it was around 40, 45, 50 bucks. On the back, you got all your games that it comes included with. Now I'm going to go over these games real quick. 1942, Act Fancer, Cybernetic Hyper-Weapon, sorry about that. Astro Fantasia, Bad Dudes vs. Dragon Ninja, Breakthrough, Burger Time, Burnin' Rubber, Champions World Class Soccer, Cluster Buster, Commando, Crude Buster, Darwin 4078, Dig Dug, Disc number 1, Edward Randy the Cliffhanger, Express Raider, Fighting Ice Hockey, Forgotten Worlds, Galaga, Ghouls and Ghost, Heavy Barrel, Hyperdyne, Signarms, Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja, Joe and Mac Returns, Judge Dredd, Lock and Chase, Mappy, Mega Man 2, Mayeku, I think I butchered that, Hunter G, Felius, Pirate Ship, High something, I can't pronounce that, Pro Bowling, Pro Tennis, Rally X, Rootin' Tootin', Scum Try, Secret Agent, Sly Spy, Shootout, Side Pocket, Sky Kid, Strider, Super Burger Time, Super Doubles Tennis, Super Pool 3, Super Real Darwin, a lot of supers here, Super Street Fighter 2, The New Challengers, Tyrian, Tetris, and Tournament Pro Golf. So you get 50 games. Now, is this worth 20 to 30 bucks? Let's check out what's in the box first. Now here's the box. Got your ATGames logo. Flashback Zone. Let's open this up. Now, I already played it, so it's kind of like the controllers are a little bit tangled up differently. But you get a instruction manual, which is cool. Box that it comes with looks like this. Got your system right here. It's got the arcade Legends Flashback, your power on and off switch, and the menu switch. 2 controller ports. On the back, you get an SD card slot. If you know anybody who knows how to mod and add ROMs. And to update the firmware, you got your HDMI port and your micro USB for power. So it feels kind of light and cheap, I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. It's small, it's tiny, it's compact. I like that. You get 2 6-button Genesis controllers. They're not bad. They kind of feel a little light and cheap. But they work. I played it with them. You know, they work fine. Doesn't come with the HDMI cord, which sucks. they figure nowadays everyone has those just laying around, so whatever. But you do get your power quick cable, micro USB. That's pretty much what's in the box, you guys. Yeah. So honestly, like, the build quality, it feels a little cheap, but it's only 20 to 30 bucks, so you can't expect high quality for that price range. But when this first came out for 40 to 50, I wish it would have been a little bit built, a little bit more high quality, but it's ATGames. Now here's the thing. There's mixed reviews on this product. Some people say it sucks, emulation's bad, not that great. I played it when I first plugged it in. Some games sounded choppy. Definitely Joe and Mac. The audio sounded really choppy. Ghouls and Ghost sounded choppy. But once I got an SD card, I went to the Flashback Zone website, updated the firmware, and it sounded pretty good. I didn't notice the choppiness anymore from the games, but they all play fine. It was just the audio. So, it sucks you have to go out of your way to update the firmware, which is ridiculous, but it's ATGames. They're known for that. ATGames, when it comes to Atari, the Atari flashbacks, those were well made. The Sega ones, not that good. These are like a mixed bag. But once you update the firmware, it's not that bad. It actually fixes a lot of the bugs and problems. So, I'm glad I updated the firmware. Now you can use a SD card slot. That's also a selling point. If you know anybody that knows how to hack, add ROMs, you can. At least I know for the Sega Genesis, which I actually ripped a few Genesis games I own, added them to a game folder, and they actually work fine. The emulation is really good. There was a few games I noticed I had on there, though, like, what was it, Road Rash 2. I was trying to play multiplayer, and it worked. But then after the race was over, the screen went black. So emulation, sometimes it's hit and miss. But for the most part, a lot of the emulated games I ripped and played great. The games, once I updated the firmware that it comes with, worked fine. Sounded fine. So you have to update the firmware if you want the best performance from this thing. Now, is it worth 20 to 30 bucks? Do I recommend it? Well, it's in high def. You can add ROMs. The 50 games it comes with is well worth it if you like arcade games, you know. I would say it's definitely a recommend by Video Game XD by Charles Reed. Definitely recommend. For 20 to 30 bucks, it's well worth it. Even for 40 bucks, I think this is a pretty good investment, you guys. I don't think I'm missing anything more. I mean, we went over the controllers. Kind of feel cheap, but you can use original Sega Genesis 6-button controllers with this console, so you don't have to use those. I'm not sure if the 3-button controllers work. They might not. Not sure. From what I hear, some games work fine with it. Other games don't. So, that kind of sucks, but yeah, it's in HDMI. You have save states. I mean, I recommend it. I think this is a decent product for the price. ATGames, I'm going to give you a thumbs up on this, only because you can update the firmware. If you could not update the firmware, I'd have to give it maybe a thumbs down and say pass on this. But once you update the firmware, it's really not that bad. Now, this is the model that came out in, I believe this came out in 2018. And then there's another model, I think that came out in 2019, the deluxe version. Comes with 100 games. I don't plan on buying that. I'm fine with this version from 2018. So, yeah, not that bad. This is a recommend by Video Game XD. Thank you for watching Video Game XD Reviews. I will see you guys on the next episode. I'm Charles Reed. See ya.